Hello, I'm Carrie and welcome back to the dirt. Spring is here and summer is on its way at Johnson's Nursery. We have lots of customers stopping by on a daily basis to keep us busy. But one thing I've heard a lot lately is, I love the trees you have here, but my yard is too small and I just don't have room for one. To those of you who share this viewpoint, I ask, do you have a small patch of lawn? Well then, you have room for a small tree. Today I'm going to show you a variety of options that have a place in any yard, especially the tiny ones. Say you have a tiny backyard with a little patio for entertaining. The problem is, you don't have room for a large tree to offer shade in the hot afternoon sun. A tree that stays tall and narrow like this Armstrong maple may be the perfect fit for you. Armstrong maple can reach 50 to 60 feet tall, but only 15 to 20 feet wide. It's also ideal for use as a street tree where space is limited. Perhaps you want something next to the patio with spring and fall color. Then try a Cleveland Select Pear. They have lovely white flowers in early spring and glossy summer foliage that will turn burgundy in fall. Cleveland Select Pear will reach 35 feet tall by 15 feet wide. It does get little fruits, but they are so tiny and fall slowly that they won't create a mess all over your patio. Our next scenario, you have a sunny corner of the house that you want to soften with a tree, but it can't get too wide. I suggest planting an Adirondak crabapple, like this one right here. Notice its narrow upright form, perfect for right next to the house because it only gets about 10 to 12 feet wide. Adirondak crabapples also have beautiful white flowers in spring and persistent bright red fruit to brighten the corner of your house in winter. If you have a small patch of space in your front yard, you could get a star magnolia variety like Royal Star or Waterlily. If you prefer a single stem option, go for a Golden Glory Dogwood. Vivid yellow flowers cover this little tree in early spring, and the birds love the cherry-like fruits in summer. I know what you're thinking. These are great trees I'm showing you, but you have a yard that's mostly shade, right? Well, I saved my favorite tree for last because it's so versatile. This is an ironwood, a tree that's native to the understory of our Wisconsin forests. It grows in full sun to dense shade, and I love the delicate structure of the leaves. Ironwood trees have a mature size of 25 feet tall by 15 feet wide. It is tolerant of harsh landscape conditions, but it doesn't like salt, so keep it away from the road. If you have a shady corner of the backyard that would be perfect for a little garden, I put together a few ideas right here. In the center, plant a tree-form hydrangea like this Kyushu. Then along the back, place black Negligee Snakeroot for a tall, colorful accent. In front, you can group different colors of Coralbells like green spice, Georgia peach, midnight rose, or caramel. Coralbell colors certainly have come a long way since the introduction of Pallas purple, and they'll brighten any shady spot. Or maybe you have one of those awkward spaces inside a sidewalk and you just don't know how to fill it. Try planting one of our Firebird crabapples in the center. Fill in the back with a medium-height grass like fall-blooming reed grass. Then to soften the front of the trunk, do a mix of Montrose white Calamint and Cardonna Salvia to extend the blooming season. Finally, edge the front of the bed with Lucerne blue-eyed grass, which is quite possibly the cutest perennial ever. We've talked about a lot of options for your small yard spaces today. I also have a tiny yard, and it's my dream to someday have no lawn left to mow because I've planted it all with trees, shrubs, and perennials. But even if all you have is an apartment patio, fill it with containers to create a miniature landscape. Speaking of container gardening, tune in next time on The Dirt, and I'll show you how to put a new spin on your summer container displays. I hope to see you then.